Welcome back to the podcast, this special moment in time where you get to give your energy that little yummy zhuzhing and tend to yourself. Care for your energy first. I am so curious how you've been feeling as of late. There is a lot happening in both our inner worlds and our outer worlds. And this is the time of, we could say, the spiritual warrior, the person who is meant to hold their light, the person who is meant to continue to seek and listen and act upon their inner truth. That to me is what a spiritual warrior is. It's a time for us to be fully grounded in our own personal resonance, our own personal, this this word's coming through, opportunity. But it's the opportunity of curiosity. It's the opportunity of, what comes from this? Or, what is this teaching me? Or, what could I learn from this? Or, how am I meant to be right now? This practice that I'm going to walk you through today is one that I absolutely love, and it shows you where you are out of alignment with your spiritual warrior self. It is a way for your physical body to get back to being aligned, grounded, locked in, whatever you want to call it, so that you feel that sense of knowing, so that you feel that sense of strength, that sense of direction. And sometimes that direction is just to be, right? And sometimes it is to take aligned action. When we are in a place where we are feeling doubt, worry, where we are addressing a situation with someone, a loved one, this is a really beautiful space for you to say, oh, you know what? I can see how what I'm feeling is not great. So, how do I bring myself into alignment and work with my higher power and my higher self to learn and operate from a place that is? Before I walk you through this practice, I'm really excited to share that the Magic Accelerator is now a certification program. This is something that people have been asking for, and I resisted for a really long time because I love the purity of going with the flow when I am in group settings. And yet, I have come to learn that people really do want some sense of structure, and I understand that. It also felt really, really good to put these teachings into I feel like the guides are teasing me right now with these words they're using today. A beautiful cosmic course, if you will, but sure, bring in the ethos of the cosmos into a beautiful program that you can study at your pace and then join the community and the live trainings and the hands-on practice. And this is for folks who are very intentional about how they're navigating their inner worlds and as they help and intuit and channel messages from others and help guide them, not just from a space of channeling, but also from an energetic space. Because when you're channeling information, it's so critical that you have a read on the space. And I will say again that you're a guardian or a spiritual warrior of the light for yourself and the other person, because we're navigating a lot of truths right now, a lot of truths. And while they are very human, they are also very energetic. So that program is now enrolling. And there's a lot of information on the page, but if you have any more questions, you can just email me, connect@emilymarie.com. And I also have a beautiful cohort of folks who have been doing energy work or have been doing healing work for a while, a couple of years, and you're really ready to create more of a steadiness in your work, but by staying true to you and create a steadiness in your income while also helping you have a lot of clarity in how you're meant and feeling called to support other people. And when you create something, we make our work tangible, right? That's what we do as practitioners. But how do you do it in a way that isn't following the common lot, but is actually following A, what your clients really need and what they want, and B, the parts that you really enjoy? And this evolves. And so in this program, this is a smaller community, a much smaller community. We're going to do 8, maybe 10 people max to start. And this is going to be for you if you are ready to really take the time to consciously establish, these boundaries in your business. And it will have you grow and it will encourage you to also see yourself in new ways you haven't seen yourself, which is really exciting. And on top of it, because I am a healer's healer, I see energy, I can see people's path. Of course, this is always in alignment when they show up in a session, right? And I'm so, so excited for the groundedness and the help and support that's going to come through for people without you having to physically put in more effort. Now, the inner work is sometimes is the biggest challenge. I think it's the biggest challenge a lot of us face today. It's less the manual piece. I know that's not, across the globe, but in our current culture. And there really is a way that you can bring forth your work so true to you and have that stability that you desire and also not be online all the time or working all the time. And this is not an overnight fix. This is not something that's going to, happen in a few months, but you're going to be learning tools and ways to read yourself and read your business in a way that's going to help, the guys are saying, catapult you forward. Well, that makes sense because if you've been doing this for a couple of years already and you're really feeling called to this, and what I mean is you have been working with clients that you've, had, paying clients through word of mouth and referrals or however it is that you market yourself or network. And it's going to be a really special space because not only will you get the business side of things, I have a degree in finance, I have my own spiritual business, but because I see energy, we will also help you. So when you have, maybe a challenge with the energy, or you feel like your energy is changing, or you're feeling called in another direction, I can actually help guide you with that as well. So I can't say it's a double-edged sword because that sounds negative. What is it? We got a lot of bees at the hive. There's a lot of honey. We'll just say that. The hive is full of honey and there's enough to go around. All right, getting into this practice. So with this practice, I want you to kind of notice how your body feels right now. Just how does it feel? Maybe it feels fine. Maybe it feels a little bit tight. Maybe it feels loose. Maybe you just got a massage and you're listening to this on the way home. Who knows? However your body feels, I want you to bring yourself to your inner light. Hello, inner light. Please run energy for me for my highest good right now. La di da. Let that good move through you. And what I want you to do is now ask your body, let's physically raise our vibration. And there is going to be actual physical uplift of your energy field that includes your body. It's almost like it raises up. Some of you may feel like a couple of inches. For some, it might be a couple of feet. You know, size does not matter in this case. I promise you that. So I want you to kind of notice, oh, I'm physically like stretching my energy. I'm physically stretching my body, stretching my vibration. How does it feel there? Does it feel a little bit like, ooh, I want to, like you're working a new muscle and you're like, it feels really good, but I'm not sure I could stay here very long. That was like me when I first learned about my inner light. Every time I would go to it, but, oh yeah, and then I squirrel. So I want you to allow yourself to go through it again. So kind of bring your energy. Okay, I'm worried. I'm worried about this. I'm thinking about that. I'm projecting this. I'm doing that. Okay, and now I want you to bring yourself back to and stretch, stretch. This is an expansive, all around expansive motion. So it may feel like you're going up. You may feel it go out and all around you, but just kind of because when we raise our vibration, we're actually expanding out. I want you to feel yourself stretching, raising your vibration that way. How does that feel? How does that feel? Yummy, yummy, yummy. And now I want you to practice holding this. I'd like to invite you to practice holding this. This could be something that takes some getting used to. Some of you, if you're lucky, you just may pop into it and never go back. If that happens, will you tell me? Because that would be insane in the best way. You must just be ready for it. Not for me. For me, this was an exercise for a while. So remembering you can bring yourself to this vibration anytime you want to. Yay! Yay! Oh, it feels so good. Feels so good. When this happens, you may notice your energetic body, your aura starts to kind of flush some energies out. That's totally fine. Remember that you're running that divine energy for yourself. So because you're doing that, it's going to naturally take care of the excavation process. All right. And just take a moment to your heart to thank yourself, to thank this incredible community, to thank other people for showing up, for doing these little things that have such a beautiful ripple effect. It has been so great to connect here. If this episode resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who you want to have more of these chats with. And as you move throughout your day, remember, your energy is your superpower. As you pay attention to it and trust it, you can watch your entire life begin to transform.